Hello and welcome to ScholarsByte. I'm your host Amrita Panjwani, founder of Simplified Statistics. This is the fifth episode of ScholarsByte, and I'm very happy to introduce our special guest today. He is former Chief Engineer at Central Public Works Department. He has been a visiting faculty in Civil Engineering Department at IIT Delhi. He got retired in the year 2003 and then he joined PhD in the year 2013. He wrote his thesis on the topic Expected Remaining Life of Existing Reinforced Concrete Building Structures. Finally, in the year 2019, on the grand occasion of 50th Annual Convocation of IIT Delhi, he was awarded his PhD degree at the age of 77. Heartiest congratulations and a warm welcome to Dr. Sushil Kumar Dhawan.
Thank you. Now, please continue further.
Sure. Sir, I would like you to provide a brief introduction in your own words about your journey.
Okay. See, my name Dr. Sushil Dhawan, former Chief Engineer CPWD, retired from the government in 2002, August 2002.
Okay.
As a civil engineer in the CPWD, I was engaged in planning, design, and construction of various important buildings, roads, and bridges.
Okay.
Even after retirement, I was advisor with rights for 2 years, and thereafter, I was advisor with a multinational company preparing detailed project reports for the national highways. I was also visiting professor in School of Planning and Architecture for over 6 years, teaching structures to architectural students. For me, passion for learning brought me back to IIT Delhi, from where I had obtained master's degree to prepare studies again in structures. I registered myself for PhD program in 2013 after a gap of over 30 years after my MTech. I resumed my studies and obtained my PhD in 2019 at the age of 77 plus.
I would like to know how was your experience when you were pursuing your PhD? Like there was a gap of 30 years. And then after that, starting your education again, how was that experience?
As I said, my work in the CPWD was neither research nor teaching. And it was a different sort of work, but then I had the burning desire to do something further.
Right.
And since I had obtained distinction during my master's degree from IIT itself, uh, and since I was not after career thereafter, it was just I studied like a hobby. And then instead of two subjects, I studied 16 subjects at undergraduate level and master's course during my PhD program, which refreshed me, and I updated the latest things which I have not done for so many years.
Okay.
So once, and it took me over 2 3 years to accomplish this updating work of knowing something about computers, learning different subjects in different semesters. So against two courses, I attended 16 courses. So my idea was that once I'm doing something new, I should know what are the basic things which I need to know for moving further in the higher studies. Since I developed a hobby of doing and any new thing that will come was giving me motivation.
Great.
And I was, gradually updating myself. And then once you know what is you have to do, the flow chart, from where you start and where to go. And gradually, of course, my guide, two guides, also helped me in knowing the flow chart. From where to start, which way to go, and how to get the real thing. And the total work was computational as well as experimental work. So computational work I validated with the research before accomplishing this thesis. And journey was again challenging, but enjoyable because I never felt that I have grown old and how I can do it. So I had the desire to do, and then, but I was working for about 12 to 13 hours a day,
Oh
7 days a week.
okay.
And then, I mean, because anything you have to do means there's no substitute to hard work.
Exactly.
And then, see, I was working even on Saturday, Sunday, leaving house at 8:30 in the morning, taking my lunch packet along with me. And that way, I would say my wife was a great sport to
Great.
me. Idea was not to do PhD, but to learn something more and know the new things. See, the biggest problem is in our time, this computer age, it was not there.
Right.
And we studied with the slide rules. Now, see, the age is different. To update this, so I was not even hesitant in going to younger students of undergraduate level to know what is happening and how they are doing and applying the computer application, because my model study has been based on the computer application. And now also I am associated with the IIT as visiting professor, and then I'm guiding few MTech students for the research, and at times I am taking special classes. So
Great.
now I feel this will be a part of my way of
Right.
life.
Right.
Will be like this one.
That sounds
Uh,
great, sir. And I just have this question that, as you said, that you always wanted to learn, and the spirit seems to be amazing that you did not give up because everything is more technological these days. The research is done based on system and various softwares, but you did not give up. So my question is, why did you like go for PhD only?
See, before that, I had done 3 masters and MPhil during my service.
Oh,
I
great.
mean, after my masters as a part-time student from IIT Delhi in '82, I through Government of India, I went to UK Birmingham University and did
Okay.
my masters in management in urban development.
Okay.
And then thereafter, through government, I went to Indian Institute of Public Administration, where I did my masters in public administration. Then thereafter, I did my MPhil project management from Punjab University. All these things I have been doing along with service.
That sounds really amazing. That means you have been a learner all through your life, and I think you enjoy learning a lot. Rather than being a
Absolutely,
target or ambition, it seems like your passion to me.
absolutely. That's true. Right from beginning. Right. See, I mean, I was God's grace clear after joining my service as draftsman way back in '61.
Oh, yes.
That I have to do something. I knew that I had to study further. So I did my intermediate science, got sixth position. Thereafter, I could go to engineering. But then I did my EMI, and at the age of 22, I became engineering graduate. And
Okay.
then thereafter, again, I started working, preparing for my engineering services examination conducted by UPSC. And I finally got selected through 71 examination.
Wow.
And I got 12th position in the country and became a class one officer. And then gradually I became executive engineer, superintendent engineer, and then finally I was chief engineer. Then retired from the government as chief engineer in August 2002.
Okay.
So that has been my thing, starting from draftsman to chief engineer, and then from ITI, Industrial Training Institute, Pusa, where I did my draftsman course, to IIT Delhi, where I accomplished and got my PhD.
That
Uh,
sounds like a dream journey for anyone, but I can see that there is a lot of hard work that you've done all throughout this journey. Sir, I have a question that generally in our age group or the present generation that is there, they feel that they have a lost sense of direction or they need to have a aim in life, and sometimes life doesn't turn out the way you want. But for you, I see that you have built your career your own way. So was it a
absolutely.
vision right from the beginning, or did it grow up as you walked through the path?
Right in the beginning, I was quite ambitious, but as I gradually I moved in the path, by God's grace, the continuity of hard work remained, and that became a part of my life. And then gradually I was getting some awareness and motivation, and went on doing. Of course, it is our God's grace.
Right. So
Whatever it is, it
there
is.
need not be a fixed ambition today, but we need to walk through the path that is in front of us, and gradually the things will unveil the way it happened in your life.
Absolutely.
It's just that we have to stay focused and we should be ready to work hard and give our 100%.
Absolutely.
That sounds really good, and I think you are an inspiration to a lot many people, because I see that generally, if I talk about research, there are people who want PhD just as a degree to be added to their career. But for you, it sounds like a passion that you're keen to learn and grow, and age or technology doesn't stop you there because you're ready to overcome
Absolutely.
those challenges. With a guide, it's a different role if you go as a researcher at a younger age, but with your age and experience, how was your rapport with the guide?
I gave due respect. I once the moment I used to come getting down from the car to IIT, right from the day one, I felt that I'm a student.
Great.
So, and then of course, whatever guidance I wanted from them, but then I still call them my gurus, though they are much younger to me in age. And then I follow discipline. If there's a class at 9 o'clock, I'll be sharp there at 9, because as those subjects which I study, see, there's no relaxation. There are
Right.
minor one, minor two assignments. And then, as a student only, see, the moment I entered that, and then, though the government, I had a lot of infrastructure, but here I actually sincerely behaved like a student and gave due regard to my guides and other teachers. So, well, I had something that I should do something which should have some utility,
Right.
application. And so, I actually went for the actual structure where I could see the structure A is safe with respect to wind loads, earthquake loads, and other loads. And if it is not safe, then how to strengthen and make it safe. Then, without repairs, if it's safe, how long uh, approximately it has remaining life. So that has been the topic which has a great utility.
I
And
agree.
I didn't go for the theoretical thing. This total structure valuation of remaining life has got a lot of utilities. As I said, that
Right.
the valuation part, the people who are associated in selling, purchase, or even the legal matters can get benefit out of my work.
Great.
That is
It's
true.
good, no, if it's useful and many people practically use it, that's where the real contentment lies.
Absolutely. Yes.
So, the moment when you were awarded the PhD degree, and
Right.
as I read in the article, it said that the air was filled with enthusiasm. So, how did you feel at that moment?
I felt great. I, I felt great that see the people around me appreciated, and then as I said, yes, because see, I had in mind to do something and which I could have accomplished. So that is again God's grace, and then
True.
I mean, I
But you
could do
have been
it. That's all.
inspiring. I think that you have been a living inspiration for the people around you.
Well, thank you, but then it's okay. Let people get any benefit. Now also, I'm an honorary visiting professor. I don't take money, but
Okay,
my idea is to now guide them. There are now two master's level students who are doing research under me.
great.
And next year, I'm planning to take some few PhD students also, so
Oh,
that
wow.
I can just give that let them not confine themselves to the only the table work. Let them know the whatever they are doing, they should have some application.
Right. What would be your message to the aspiring scholars? And besides aspiring scholars, I would say, what would be your message to the entire viewers today?
I would say the message to the entire viewers, because they are all younger to me.
Yes,
And then and they are all my friends, because I feel that I'm still a student. Learning is a continuous journey, and one should not feel bored
yes,
out of that. So this is the first thing that I would like to tell them, that then, but then I'm just telling you that we should aim high. Earnest efforts, hard work, dedication, and then one should not feel complacent uh, with what he has done and achieved. Now I tell you, I honestly feel that I was chief engineer. That's a history. I mean, a human being first, and then here when I come to IIT and listen to the classes, I am a student, not more than that. So that feeling that I inherited is quite helping me to grow.
true, true,
Then the more we use our brain, the sharper it gets.
true.
Always keep engaged in acquiring knowledge, disseminate for the benefit of society. And then I will say that excellence is never an accident. It's always the result of high intention, sincere efforts, and intelligent execution. Thus, from um, transform yourself to be a good human being and feel pride to be Indian. And I would further say that they should always give regards to their parents and teachers. This is what I would say to the person who are
That's an
listening to
amazing
me.
message, sir. I hope a lot of people are going to get inspired looking at this interview of yours.
And I still feel that I will keep doing something.
That's
As I
great.
said, I'll keep doing something till my last day, because one has to go one day. And in fact, see our great engineer, Vishwadaya, you see, he died at the age of 101, but during his last day also, he was doing some work.
Right.
And like our president, Abul Kalam, till his last day, he was giving lecture in Shillong
Yes.
before his death. So, I mean, I will feel that I mean, doing something even now at this age in this COVID, uh, uh, I'm not having any setback. Sitting in the table, listening some webinars, giving lectures on webinars, writing something, and then that makes me still during these days also. Uh, of course, I'm associated with IIT Delhi boys also. So that makes me, gives me good satisfaction, I would say.
That's so
So
great.
in the end, I am a satisfied man.
I'm glad to know that, and it's been just a learning experience for me as well to talk to you today. Thank you so much for your time.
Okay, all right. My blessings.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, sir.
Okay.